Advanced Poker Strategy, Calculating Pot Odds and Implied Odds. In poker, understanding and quickly calculating pot odds and implied odds are crucial for making informed decisions that will maximize your winnings and minimize your losses. In this comprehensive guide, we will delve into these concepts, provide examples, and offer tips on how to quickly calculate them at the table. This will help you become a more strategic and successful poker player. If you like video, subscribe us and learn poker like a pro. What are pot odds? Pot odds are the ratio of the current size of the pot to the cost of a contemplated call. Knowing pot odds helps you determine whether a call is profitable in the long run. Example: imagine the pot is $100 and your opponent bets $50. To call, you need to put in $50, making the total pot $200. Calculation: pot odds, current pot plus opponent's bet, cost to call. Pot odds, $100 plus $50, $50, 3-1. This means for every $1 you risk, you can potentially win $3. Using pot odds. To decide if you should call, compare the pot odds to the odds of completing your hand. If the pot odds are greater than the odds of hitting your hand, making the call is profitable. What are implied odds? Implied odds take into account the potential future bets you can win if you hit your draw. This broader perspective helps you make better decisions based on the likelihood of winning additional money in future betting rounds. Example: using the same scenario where the pot is $100 and your opponent bets $50, you believe that if you hit your draw, you can win an additional $100 from your opponent in future bets. Calculation: implied odds, current pot plus expected future bets, cost to call. Implied odds, boss 150 plus 100, $50, 5-1. This means for every $1 you risk, you can potentially win $5 considering future bets. Using implied odds. Implied odds are especially useful when you have a drawing hand. They help justify a call that might not be supported by pot odds alone. Quick calculation methods for pot odds. To make quick decisions at the table, use these steps. 1. Know the pot size. Always keep track of the current pot size. 2. Know the bet size. Note the amount you need to call. 3. Divide for the ratio. Divide the total pot size, after your call, by the call amount. Example: pot is $80, opponent bets $20. Total pot after your call, $80 plus $20 plus $20, $120. Amount you need to call as $20. Pot odds, 120, $20, 6.1. Quick reference, 2.1 pot odds, FAS 33% chance needed to call. 3-1 pot odds, 25% chance needed to call. 4-1 pot odds are 20% chance needed to call. The rule of 2 and 4. This rule is a quick way to estimate your chances of hitting a draw. Rule of 2. Multiply your number of outs by 2 to get the percentage chance of hitting your draw on the next card. Rule of 4. Multiply your number of outs by 4 to get the percentage chance of hitting your draw by the river next 2 cards. Example: you have a flush draw with 9 outs. On the turn, 9 outs, 2, a 18% chance to hit. By the river, 9 outs, 4, 36% chance to hit. Compare these percentages to your pot odds to decide whether to call. Practical scenario: applying pot odds and implied odds. You have a flush draw, 9 outs. The pot is $100 and your opponent bets $50. Should you call? Odds. Total pot after call, 100 pile 50, 50 to 200. Cost to call sabar $50. Pot odds, 200, 50 are 4.1. 2. Estimate your winning probability. Using the rule of 4 for turn and river. 9 outs, 4, 36%. 3. Compare pot odds to winning probability. Pot odds, 4-1, means you need at least a 20% chance to win. Your estimated winning probability is 36%. Since 36% is greater than 20%, calling is a profitable decision. Considering implied odds. If you believe that hitting your flush will win you additional bets, your implied odds increase, making the call even more profitable. Understanding expected value, EV. Expected value, EV, is a concept that quantifies the average outcome of a particular decision over the long run. It helps you understand whether a call, raise, or fold will be profitable. Positive EV. The decision is expected to be profitable over time. Negative EV. The decision is expected to lose money over time. Calculation. EV. Probability of winning, amount won. Probability of losing, amount lost. Example. With pot odds of 4.1 and a 36% chance of hitting your draw, EV mass 0.36, 200, 0.6450. EVS 72 asa, 32ers, EVS 40. A positive EV indicates that calling is profitable in the long run. Common mistakes to avoid. Even advanced players can make mistakes when calculating odds. Here are some common pitfalls. Overestimating implied odds. Be realistic about how much more you can win in future betting rounds. Ignoring reverse implied odds. Consider the possibility that even if you hit your draw, you might still lose to a stronger hand. Miscounting outs. Ensure you accurately count the number of outs and avoid double counting or including outs that might give your opponent a better hand. Practice makes perfect. The more you practice calculating pot odds and implied odds, the faster and more accurate you'll become. Use poker training tools and software to simulate hands and practice your calculations. Mastering pot odds and implied odds is essential for making informed, profitable decisions in poker. By understanding these concepts and practicing quick calculations, you'll be better equipped to handle complex situations and outplay your opponents. If you found this guide helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more advanced poker tips and strategies. Share your thoughts and let us know what topics you'd like us to cover next.